In this video, we're going to be reviewing the GT120 soldering station from Metcal and the SCS Ironman Plus from Desco Europe. So Neil, can you walk us through the soldering station first of all?
Sure thing, yeah. So the one on display here is the GT120. Now the GT range of systems is the very first adjustable temperature system for Metcal. The temperature range for these two models, or this is one model, is 150 to 450 degrees. So again, you can adjust the temperature as you see fit. The power is coming through this system, 120 watts. We also have a 90 watt system as well. So the 120 system, 120 watts, that comes packaged with the T6 handpiece. And the T6 handpiece can come along with replaceable tips. So again, high performance, heavy usage, replaceable tips, very cost effective. Also, if you wanted to get the maximum performance out of this inductive heating process, we also offer it as a cartridge as well. So the heater, which you can't see inside the handpiece, and the tip combined in this one piece, plug it in and off you go. That's for the maximum power. And really what the GT is aimed at, it's performance for those people that use soldering tools daily. They want to improve their throughput. They've got difficult to solder areas that they can't get hot enough. This system provides the power and the energy to enable you to solder some of those more difficult things. So the GT90 system, that comes with what we call the T4 handpiece. Again, this one's a bit more suitable. We brought the tip sizes right down for some of the very fine pitch surface mount components you do. Again, 90 watts with the smaller system, 120 watts with the larger one. So Stephen, how does that tie in then with your Ironman system?
Yeah, so the Ironman Plus continuous monitor is going to monitor 3 parameters, one of which interacts with the iron, and we'll come on to that in a second. So if I just connect my wrist strap there, you can see we've got 3 green LEDs for pass. If I disconnect the work surface, we'll see in a few seconds, that's going to go into a fail mode and let me know that the work surface has become disconnected from ground. I'll just silence that alarm there. And that will let me know that any product that's on the work surface is therefore going to be, it won't be grounded through the work surface. It has the risk of ESD, electrostatic discharge damage. Likewise with my wrist strap, I've got my dual wire wrist strap connected here, and you can see we've got a green pass on the monitor there for that at the moment. If I were to disconnect the wrist strap, it's going to give me an instant response to let me know that that's become disconnected, perhaps a failure inside the cord itself. It can happen at any time. So it's going to let me know instantly that I'm now no longer grounded. I'm potentially presenting a risk to the product that I'm handling, an electrostatic discharge risk through not being grounded. It's also possible that high voltage equipment in the area could leak voltage onto the ground, which would then come back through me as I'm connected to ground, and therefore any voltage that's on me would then apply to a product that I'm handling and potentially create not an ESD risk, but an EOS, an electrical overstress risk. It's going to produce the same kind of problems. It's going to damage components either permanently, fatally, in the production area, or arguably worse, damage them so that they work erratically, perhaps creating a field failure down the track. So we can simulate that with a 9-volt battery just on this ground point here. And you can see I'm still grounded. I've still got a green pass for my grounding, but I have a red LED flashing and an audible signal to let me know that I've got body voltage, which is then going to apply to the board and potentially create that EOS risk.
So that kind of lets the operator know something's going wrong, time to do something about it, time to get it investigated.
Right, exactly. So in normal working, what you're looking for is those 3 passes to give you that reassurance. Everything is verified, everything is good. You're protecting your product as you're working on it. And the third and final parameter that we have here is the tool circuit, the iron circuit. We've got this yellow lead connected to a ground plane of the board. And what that's going to do is, as I apply my soldering iron, it's going to validate that it's not inducing a voltage onto the board. It's not going to be presenting another kind of EOS risk, electrical overstress risk. This is a grounded system, isn't it, the GT120?
It is, yeah. So this is built and designed to meet IPC standards for grounding and power dissipation at the tip. So no voltage at the tip, and it is grounded. So should I test it on the board?
Yeah, absolutely.
See if the Ironman picks it up. There we go. Oh, there we go. So that's kind of confirming to me as a soldering operator, no beeps, no problem, keep on soldering.
That's exactly right. So validating that the iron is good and compliant.
Brilliant. But what about a system then like this one is not plugged in? So we have got a ground potential problem here.
Yeah, so we're able to force a failure with the ungrounded tip.
Brilliant.
As you touch that onto ground plane there, that voltage that's sitting on the ungrounded tip is going through the board, it's being detected by the monitor. We've forced the failure there, but if that were to happen in normal operation, the operator would know that an issue has developed. Pause working, resolve the issue, and then you can get back to work, looking for all past conditions, validating the iron, making sure that, or letting you know that everything you're handling is protected across these parameters.
So it's a great partnership then. I mean, again, IPC compliant, there'll be lots of other hand tools, lots of other soldering systems that maybe are not IPC compliant. Again, your system will flush those out as they get used. That's
exactly right. And if you want to find out any more information about the Metcal GT120 or the SCS Ironman Plus from Desco Europe, follow the link that's coming up or down in the description below.